in a vlog series about anti-heroes, you knew it was gonna happen sometime. Hi, what's up, hello? My name is remarkably still Anna, and today we're going to talk about the Dark Triad. Don't worry, it's not as scary as it sounds. Get ready for the celebrity onslaught and plenty of tongue twisters. The Dark Triad of personality traits is a grouping of narcissism, psychopathy, and Machiavellianism, three character traits often associated with anti-heroes. Despite their costs, traits like those of the Dark Triad can allot survival and reproductive benefits. It always comes back to reproduction with science and psychology. In essence, traits that may appear bad or harmful, like those of the Dark Triad, can actually be helpful to anti-heroes. The Dark Triad may even indicate a strategy for a fast-paced life based on nearly instantaneous rewards and instant gratification. All three traits are indicative of the same underlying inherent characteristics, so they do share a good deal of overlap, but each has its own unique attitudes, behaviors, and latent dispositions. Firstly, narcissism. Narcissism is a psychological personality disorder. However, the term is often used to refer to a subclinical version of the disorder. Narcissism is generally comprised of an inflated sense of self, a need for others' care and admiration, a lack of empathy, and a sense of entitlement or superiority to others. The sense of entitlement is narcissism's most unique contribution to the triad. Narcissists are not just content with themselves and their own self-image. They feel they are that much better than others that they deserve to be treated with just such respect and even admiration. A nearly universal example of a narcissist is Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's Sherlock Holmes, who in every iteration has an overinflated ego that is perpetually getting in his way. To prove my point, they've cast Robert Downey Jr. and Benedict Cumberbatch to play separate versions of Sherlock Holmes. Both actors are wonderful, and they have something in common. They have one character that they play very well, and they play that character in every role they're cast, and that character is a narcissist.
Textbook narcissism. Agreed?
Sherlock Holmes, Tony Stark, Stephen Strange, all wonderfully narcissistic anti-heroes. Secondly, psychopathy. Psychopathy is a particular assortment of antisocial behaviors and emotions. The shallow effect, egocentricism, exploitativeness, manipulativeness, impulsivity, aggression, criminality, and low remorse, fear, and empathy. Both clinical and personality psychologists have researched psychopathy. This trait can be broken down into two factors: primary or instrumental psychopathy, and secondary or hostile reactive psychopathy. Primary or instrumental psychopathy deals with the shallow effect, low empathy, and interpersonal coldness facets. Individuals with profound levels of these traits can be referred to as emotionally stable psychopaths. What a term. Secondary or hostile reactive psychopathy deals with the socially manipulative and deviant facets. It has been referred to as aggressive, impulsive, and neurotic psychopathy. Harley Quinn could be placed into the latter because her actions are often seen as aggressive and impulsive, as seen in Hot in the City. Harley protests the mistreatment of animals by forcibly removing a dog from its abuser. The manipulation aspect is shown later in Helter Skelter, when Harley Quinn enlists her friend Poison Ivy to help save a kennel full of animals that were rumored to be put down the next day if not adopted. Ivy does not appear to care as deeply for the cause as Quinn. When they're breaking the animals out of the shelter, Harley Quinn is using encouraging and loving words to every animal she sets free. Ivy threatens a cat the moment it hisses at her. Though Ivy doesn't particularly care for the cause, she cares for Quinn, and Quinn uses this care to help achieve her goal of freeing the sheltered pets. Lastly, Machiavellianism. Machiavellianism is very similar to narcissism and psychopathy, but it is mainly characterized by a self-serving social strategy with three components: cynicism, manipulatives, and a view that the end justifies the means. I wonder where we've heard that before. Harley Quinn is a prime suspect of this trait, as she is perpetually using the excuse of the ends justifying the means. A prime demonstration of this lies in A Very Old Spice. Harley kidnaps and terrorizes the family of one of her patients in the nursing home. She breaks into the family's home, wreaking havoc on each family member's hobby, before taking all three of them down to the dock, where she questions them why they're not spending more time with her patient. And when their answers aren't satisfactory, she kicks them over the edge of the dock. In Harley's mind, tormenting the family is perfectly justified by the idea that doing so will cause the family to go and simply visit the patient in the nursing home. Thanks for sticking around. I know this one was really long, but I said it was going to be. If you want to see the next part in this series, click here. If for some reason you missed the previous part, click up there, just like last time. If you haven't seen the previous part, you won't get that. I need to stop while I'm ahead.